Good morning, it's John Curtis, FIDE Master John Curtis, and I'm joining you at 8:17 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, so g'day mate. We're going to play a few games of chess, and I'm starting off with a 5-minute game here. I'm going to play Alex 777 2005 from Russia. So welcome Russia to the channel. Play a few Russians. I suppose it'd be corny of me to say I'm not rushing to get a early advantage in the game. It would be pretty corny, wouldn't it, to say that? Okay. Right, I'll just push a pawn up there. Just to see what he does. Oh, he knows what he's doing. He's just trying to slow me down, I think. He's not going to stop my bishop getting out, though. My white squared bishop. I wanted to get my white squared bishop out at any cost. Any cost. Okay, we can take that. We can take that. Well, then we don't have to. We'll hit the bishop. That's even better. That's a better move. If you find a good move, look for a better one. I'll take that. Yeah, we can take that, can't we? There you go, I've got a combination already. Combination in chess. Always good to have a combination in chess. Okay, we'll just have to get our piece. Oh, we've just got to be careful here. He's got 2 threats. Queen there is probably a good move. Okay, well, I think I've got to stop this as a priority. I have to stop this damn thing, but he wants to play that too. So rook hits queen might be a good move to start with. He's going there. That helps me a little bit. Gives me just a little bit of peace. Now I can put my queen up here on b5. I'd like to get to an ending straight away. I don't want to have an open game for his queens and rooks. He should have been looking at pawn bishop 5 with advantage and stuff like that. But now I think I've just equalised really easily with very little risk. So I've had very little risk, and I've managed to get an equal position with no effort whatsoever. Anyway, he wants to penetrate there. I'll just go down here. There's a lot of weaknesses on his A file. Oh, he's just giving me everything. Well, I'll get rid of that. Pinch a pawn. Attack his bishop. He's not in fine form today at all. Next pawn. I'm threatening checkmate in one move. There you go. God, that was easy. He must have had a bad night's sleep or something. New 5-minute game. got my chat room up. Should have my friends from the UK come in soon. Oops, cup of tea's going cold. Yeah, so the friends from the UK, they should be coming in. All in lockdown, they'd probably be happy to wake up and play a few games of chess. Be a good starter to working from home. Oh, I'll just play d6. Probably have to play that eventually anyway to prevent a pawn storm. Okay. We go there. I just want to see if I can undermine his pawn structure a little bit. I don't know that it works. Looks a bit faulty to me, but I don't know exactly what's wrong with it by examining it straight away. So I'm just going to do it anyway. To hell with it. Bishop e7. Admittedly, I get his queen working. So I'll just castle. Play safety. And queen c7 looks solid. Knight there looks good. B pawn or C pawn. I don't like his knight going to d4. Don't like that at all. But I must admit, yeah, that's the move I was worried about. I'll take that off. So where do we go from here? Well, we'll take that off. How about a check? Rip off a pawn. It's greedy, I know it's greedy. I know it's greedy, you know it's greedy, but positions like this, a pawn can make the whole difference of the game. I may not get another opportunity. So I'll take that pawn too. Now I just, what do I do now? That bishop's a problem. I'm going to go back here. I should have played queen to d5 or something. What's he doing? I'll cut off his bishop, his rook. His knights are very strong. My bishop's totally useless, so I'll try to disconnect his rooks. Oh, what's he doing? He's threatening me. He's actually threatening me. I'll play queen here. And that way, at least I get an exchange. And pick off another pawn. If he takes a pawn, at least I get a pawn too. I'll take that off. Those knight, they're a pain in the butt, those things. His knights are pretty handy. And I'll play rook hits knight. why I hit that knight, actually. It's probably not great. Where's he going with that knight? Knight here is probably good. What's happened here? 218, he's thinking. So he's got too much time on his hands, doing all that thinking. I'd like to exchange my bishop for one of those knights. I don't like those knights at all. Push a pawn on that knight. Rook takes pawn. He probably overlooked that one. Wait a minute, I've got to attack. I've got to attack. I'll take that. Grab that. At least I've got the outside pass pawn. Might be able to get an extra one in a minute. I didn't play that very accurately, did I? I did the best as I could, but it wasn't good enough. My king's too advanced now. He's really dead. He can't play chess like this. The pawn's coming through. My pawn's coming through. Like a perfect position. Against Dr. Sacrifice. He sacrificed the game. The old Doc Sacrifice. And my pawn runs through. Time to resign. Play another game. I'll give you one more game. Good morning, Stephen112. And thank you for saying good luck on the games today. I might go and analyse a game today or something, do something special, something different. So what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to achieve? Look, if I play knight here, I'm threatening knight to d6 check. Just rips the black position apart. So Dr. Sacrifice, he's sacrificing all right. He's giving me the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, well, he's done that. It's a clever move. Okay, rightio. Well, I'm going back here because I want, that's right. Yeah. Well, I can take that pawn. Why can I take that pawn? Ah, well, you'll find out, young man. You'll find out why I can take that pawn. So now I've kept my pawns H2, G2, F3 and E4 intact. Now if he plays queen takes queen check with the idea of pawn to knight 5 attacks 2 knights, well, I change queens. But he can't play pawn to knight 5 straight away because I had the retort of Pawn takes pawn check, and then he would have been in deep coconuts. Anyway, there we go. Now I just move that knight back and everything's hunky-dory. I've got a beautiful game. He has 3 pawn islands. I get my bishop working on a nice fine square with 4 long diagonals. I castle with check. Put my king into safety, or do I have to do that straight away? No. I can play knight up first. Or I can play bishop checks. Look at the bishop check. I've got a check there. That'll keep him occupied. And then I can play king here. Right, he wants to change pieces. Wait a second. Yeah, you can. No, I don't like changing pieces. I'll play bishop there first and hold the position. Not doing anything stupid early. Just move back. So he opts to take that, trying to find a weakness on my position. And well may you try, young man. Well may you try. I'll just play rook to d2. Is that rook to d2? Yeah, rook to d2. The plan is to double rooks. King up. We'll take that. Then we'll double rooks. Now he's tied up in knots over there. I missed the best move just then. I doubled rooks. It wasn't the best move. The best move was actually this move. Bishop hits castle. That was actually the best move. Just wins. And now we follow up with rook takes knight check. Rook takes bishop check. And now his position is dead in the woods. Okay, so I just play bishop in there. That holds my c-pawn, should he wish to do anything stupid. Okay, so now I just play knight to e3 and knight d5 and crush him. Because he's in a checkmating net now. This is serious. Check. Mate. It's just as simple as that. A checkmating net. He wants a rematch. I'll give him a rematch. Dr. Sacrifice. You got 2 checkmate 2 games in a row, Stephen. Oh, no good. I'll try to stop and give you a game at some stage here. I'll challenge you and you can come in and have a game. Right. You might notice I'm delaying getting my pieces out here. I don't like the d5 move. I'll play d5. I'll play it. Now, a big question is, where do I go? I think I've got more prospects going to h7. It's nearer to the king. May offer us some sort of defence if there's any attacks going on there. Right, so now I can play this knight up here. Okay, what's he up to? What's he planning? Well, I'll just hit his queen just to throw him off guard. Give myself a chance to work my way into the game. Ah, that's what I wanted. I wanted the C4 and the B3 squares. He should have played B4. He played the wrong move. Now I've got a knight on C4 coming in. And I've got combinations too. I should be able to easily get my pieces over there to the king side. And it'd be just very difficult for him to do anything. As it is, it's very difficult for him to attack or do anything. I'm going to double my castles on the c-file. There's a pawn, so I'll take it off. I don't give him time to mount an attack against my king. There's no time. I can pin that knight. See, I'm coming in too fast. That's his problem. I'm coming in so fast. Now I move my knight back, and that adds weight to the pin. So he's in real big trouble now. His name is Dr. Sacrifice. Well, he's certainly sacrificed all his pieces. And he's holding everything. Well, I think it's time to actually to put another piece on that pin. Just to keep powering on. Now he decides, probably far too late, that he wants to attack me. So I just go and take the big pieces off. He's got no pieces left. I keep taking pieces off. I'm threatening knight checks wins his queen. I don't mind him taking my bishop because I take his bishop and I'm a piece up. And I should be able to win this game fairly comfortably. I've made hard work of it, but I've got a passed D pawn that's very fast. That pawn there, look at it go. It's so fast. He hasn't got time to counteract my attack with his B pawn. My D pawn's just far too fast. And that's what you've got to look at in these kind of positions. You've got to say to yourself, oh, hold on a minute. That one's just far too fast. What about queen here? That's a good move because it threatens to push 1, 2, and he can't stop the queen, and threatens queen takes pawn check at the same time. And threatens the B pawn. And he resigns. He knows that that's the end. Well, good fella. Thank you very much. I must decline. I've got to play somebody else. Philosophy Legend, good morning. So you've been playing a lot of games recently, and you seem to do much better at 10-minute games. Not sure whether you should play shorter games until I get a better grip on the game. And listen, Philosophy Legend, that's a good decision that you've made. You've got to learn to crawl. Crawl before you can walk, just like a baby. And chess is just the same. You've got to your fundamentals. Like building a building, you've got to make sure you do all the right form work and everything on the site before the building goes up. Otherwise, you're going to have lots of problems with the building, aren't you? So so you're doing the right thing. Slow down, play 10-minute games and the like. And would you like a 10-minute game, Philosophy Legend? Good morning, Big DG. Good to see you here on the channel. Yeah, Philosophy Legend, would you like a 10-minute game? Just so we can go through the processes with the other players on the channel. Okay, all right then, Philosophy. Just a nice, slow 10-minute game where you've got time to think. I hope you're drinking tea and you're not inebriated and locked down. Okay, so your handle, please, Philosophy Legend. Or do you want to send the challenge? The philosophy. Yeah, that's right. So Philosophy Legend has had 2 beers. You don't blame him though, do you? In lockdown. Right. It's the old pipe and banjo. Right. So when he's not playing chess, he's having a few beers and he's into the pipe and banjo. Where are we now? Challenging him. And, right, standard game. Play, I suppose. Play, invite link. There we go. That's it. This is for you, Philosophy. Okay. Boom. Click on that, Philosophy. Quick. Here he is, the great, the mighty pipe and banjo. And for our beginners, we're going to have a look at what he does today. We're going to play E4. Start with E4. I should have given him the white pieces, actually. I'll try to do that some other session. So for the beginners there, we're playing knight to bishop 3. You know the reasons why. It's best to go through these things in your mind. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Stick to your fundamentals. Don't just play moves and just say, oh, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, I'm doing that. And then you're not thinking things through, the thought processes. So when I play that move, I'm always just thinking about structures. I'm thinking already about the pawn, the D5 square, and I'm thinking about, how could I load up on that? Should I play D4 straight away? I'm going to play D4 anyway, mainly because I tend to gear my game from my opponent. It's probably not right. They say, oh, you should play the board. But you know how super grandmasters, they prepare their games against their opponents. If Carlsen's playing Grandmaster Faruja or someone like that, then or MVL, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, that's right, the other super grandmaster, then they like to prepare their openings to get their opponent uncomfortable. At the beginner level, you really want to just play a solid game and get your pieces working, and just develop your position, and just be in there, be competitive. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose. It's a matter of just being competitive, having a competitive game, right? But this is the sort of opening where you can get a good game against beginners, and they might go astray. But not the great pipe and banjo. He knows what he's doing. He's just grabbing everything. Okay, rightio. Well, take the pawn back. Oh, you see, I just got rapid development. Well, I could hit that horsey. That would be consistent with my original plan, just to be a pain in the butt. So my original plan was just to be a pain in the butt for my opponent. I've got 4 pawns and my opponent's got 3 pawns. So here, Da Springer am Randa bring Shanda. Now I told you, pipe and banjo. Oh, it's a 5-minute game. Thank you very much, Philosophy Legend. I'm glad I looked in there. Da Springer am Randa bring Shanda. Knight on the side of the board brings thunder, lightning and disaster. Well, tell me, do. How are we going to kill you? Okay, rightio. We're going to play. What are we going to play? We're going to play a chess move. Yes, we are. Now, we've got choices here. We've got G4, pawn to king's knight for G4. It attacks the knight, and the knight's got nowhere to go. That's the first move that we've got. And it looks like the correct move. I'll tell you, it looks like the correct move. But you've got D5, which is a comeback. Then I have another move. I've got bishop takes pawn check. That looks like a good move. And then I've got queen to D5. The queen to D5 doesn't look like the right move. Bishop takes pawn check looks like the right move. What about that one? Is that any good? Knight here. That threatens your knight and threatens bishop takes pawn check and threatens knight takes pawn. So though I had 3 choices of attacking moves, I've tried to eliminate it down to this move, which creates 1, 2, 3 threats. 3 threats in one move. So that's your challenge. I would like to know what to do in a position like that. That's probably the best move out of the whole lot. Now I'll take that horsey off. And when I take the horse, you can't take my bishop because there's a checkmate there, isn't there, right? So you can't take my bishop. So that's the problem in the position that you have. Yes, you've got 2 extra pawns that you snaffled. My fault, I gave them to you. But yeah, it's the problem that you've got. You've got the 2 extra pawns. You can't castle because it'd be queen takes H pawn checkmate. So you can't castle either. So there's a few problems there. There's a few little problems. What could you do here? Could you play queen to f6? That protects the pawn and threatens knight takes bishop and threatens queen takes pawn check. So queen f6 looks good for you. Doesn't that look good? That looks brilliant. Looks like you can hold the piece. But does it work? What if I bring another knight up? I can't do that, can I? What about the check? I could bring another knight up. Just attack that queen. And I'm attacking the queen, I'm attacking the bishop, and at the same time, oh, you're changing queens. Well, I'll be happy with that. I'm happy to change queens. And go here. Save my bishop to fight another day. So when the dust settles, oh, you shouldn't let me take that. Double pawns on the queen side. Not good, not a good look. So though you had extra pawns, you had extra pawns, you actually played really, really well, Pipe and Banjo. Should you have played d6 before bringing your knight out? How about we just for the fans, we'll go into the chess analysis room and we'll see what the computer says about your game. Okay? Let's have a look at what it says. Okay. It says e5 is a book move. So Philosophy Legend's done well, or Pipe and Banjo. Knight at f3, another little book move. Knight there. d4 is okay. Positions equal according to the white and black bar on the side of the board in the analysis room. Pawn takes pawn, a book move. Bishop c4, a book move. Bishop c5 is a book move. So Philosophy Legend has played quite a few moves here. He's played six moves or so, and he's still playing theory, so he's doing all right. So I played c3, that's a book move, and you took the pawn. It says, oh, that's a bit of a question mark, and I recaptured. I should really play bishop takes pawn check, and queen takes bishop, right? So that's why it gives me a question mark and an exclamation mark, right? It says it's an inaccuracy. I actually knew that, but I thought, seeing I'm playing Philosophy Legend, I'll just get my pieces out and see where he decides to go wrong. Okay, that's a bit unfair, isn't it? Anyway, you played knight f6. That's a question mark move. You should have played d6. Correct. So instead of knight f6, d6. Now I get the star, the big star. That's where your problem started, right? So had you played d6, you would have had a very good game. But your problem started after I played this move, d6. Now here I think you would have had to play d5 or something. Yeah, it says it said knight h5 was a mistake. Knight g4 was best. Yeah, so you had to play knight to g4. That was your best move. Okay? And if you have a look at the bar on the right-hand side of the board, at this stage it's pretty well lost. The computer says that white's plus 4.25, whatever that means. Probably plus 4.25 out of 10. Anyway, you can see the white bar is covering the whole of the board. The game is just about over. I played knight there, which is a star best move. You took the pawn, which is apparently the star. It's the best move, so congratulations for playing that. Okay, that was the best move that you played. Queen takes knight, best move. Queen f6. I suggested that. Never listen to your opponent. Never listen to your opponent. But I did it in good faith. I actually thought it looked all right. Right. So, and then I played a bad move after that. So it doesn't matter, does it? You played Queen g6. You should have played bishop checks. That's the difference. Bishop checks, you see. I took the queen. Now you should bishop check me with the bishop, shouldn't you? Oh, you got a star for that. Wonder why. Shouldn't you check me with the bishop? Maybe. Anyway, as it is, that was the end of the game then. It was just all over. Okay, so we'll just go back into live chess. But thank you for the game, my friend. I hope you learnt a little bit of something from that game. Play another 5-minute game. Stephen's 594. Yeah, Stephen and philosophy should have a couple of games. Look, get the handle from each other, share it in the chat room, and have a few games. I reckon that'd be probably good. Yeah, you weren't rated 390 times. Rated with a T. Okay. I'll get my bishop working. I'm playing Babosia 2089 from Aruba. That'd be a good place to be right now, wouldn't it? Aruba, I think. Unless they got the dreaded virus. I'll just castle. And we'll play bishop here. That's right. I expected that move, and that I had already decided that that was the move I was going to reply with. So he's opening the game up. We'll take that one off. That hits his knight, so we're threatening pawn takes knight. Got a nice open game. Right, now I can take his queen off. The whole idea is what I want to do. What I've done is I've basically opened up his game with a view to being able to pinch pawns and things. So I'll take that pawn. Don't know whether taking that pawn is very good. Might be better to take the centre pawn. Maybe it might be better not to take a pawn at all. Pawn takes pawn, I suppose. We'll do that one. Get my pieces on good squares for a change. Back on good squares. Now I can. That was wrong. He should have played e4. I can now play knight takes pawn. Now, if we analyse this position, we can see that white's got 6 pawns. Analyse. Analyse means just count the pieces. Yeah, okay. White's got 6 pawns and black's got 5 pawns. That's the basics of it. They're both players of castle. And we're right into the beginnings of the game. Black's pieces are more active, more hyperactive than mine. I'll put my bishop here. Right. Stop knight to d4. Oh, sparrow dr4p. Sparrow drop, is it? Is now following. Oh, listen, thank you, Sparrow Drop. It was very kind of you to drop in. I hope you enjoy your time on the channel, Sparrow Drop. Meet the boys, Philosophy Legend, Big DG, and Stephen. Most of those are from the UK. Where's Sparrow Drop from? Where are you from, mate? You're from, I'm in Australia, as you probably know already. I'm an Australian. Oh, so he's done 2 things here. He's attacked my knight by playing knight e5. He's attacked my knight on e5. All right. And he's attacked my knight on c3, my weakness on c3. So I'm going to take this knight here. And the reason why I take that knight is because because I thought it was okay. Instinct. I can't explain that. I thought the dangers of him taking that knight was so great that I had to recover it. I didn't even have to think about it. Now he's threatening bishop takes b pawn. And that wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be very nice. But I'm going to play knight here. And the reason I play that move is I want to play a little combination that I see, right? A combination, right? Okay. Now, you can see I've got a problem in this position. I've already worked it out, but I'll explain it to you. In this position, I would like to ideally play rook to b1, rook on the a file to b1, attack his bishop and take his pawn down the back, right? Right? But I can't, can I? Because bishop takes rook, right? We know that on b1. So, but what if I took his bishop first, eliminated that? Now, that's right. That's the trap. I do what's called a Zwischenzug, in-between move, knight checks. And now, when I play rook takes bishop, I'm a piece in front, right? Do you understand that? Oh, yeah. Okay, so now, he's threatening something. He's threatening knight takes bishop, and he's threatening king takes knight, okay? Now here in this position, I could take the knight and he gets a good strong rook, but I can retain the two bishops by going bishop to f1. Okay, I want to keep the two bishops because I like the two bishops in the game. Now, the idea is if he takes the knight with the king, I'll play g3 and I will get a really powerful game with the, you see, there it is there. That's the move I was after. And now I'm virtually forced to take his knight. Now I've got to put my bishop on a good square. Probably good to just attack his castle, is it? I don't know. Maybe just go here. Yeah, just centralise my bishop. Okay, now I'll move my bishop here, attack 2 pawns at the same time. Very important that I pinch pawns. Oh, I'm running out of time explaining things. Oh, okay. Have I got my rook trapped? Almost. And he won on time. That's because I was gas bagging. But it was a completely one position. But the whole point of it was I was just showing you that little combination with the, rather than capturing straight back with the knight check. Okay? Just so that you could understand, you know, the principles that were involved. Too bad I didn't win the game, though. I wanted to beat him. Okay. Oh, no. I had the two bishops. I was all right. Yeah, even if I lost one of those bishops, you've got to remember in an endgame, I'd still have some sort of compensation because I'd have the bishop and rook against 2 rooks. That's never a foregone conclusion anyway. I've got to watch my clock. I'll just take that. It's a bit weakening. I'll take it. He's got excellent development. I'll go over there. I've got a bad bishop. If it was a bad bishop on c8, bang, got rid of it. And now he's got 2 bishops, but it's a closed position, isn't it? Okay. The Springer and Randa bring Shanda. Oh, here we go. But not just yet. It doesn't bring any disaster just yet. Did I overlook something then? What did I overlook? Okay. You saw that one. I'm going back over here. I'm going to pick up some time. The boy's trying to monster me. I'm just going to pick up some time. I'm going back. I'll go up here. Do, 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 do. Come home. There we go. I've got this got my little knight in there threatening a pawn. Okay. Whee! Dangerous. He just tries to swap all the time. He just wants to swap, the dirty dog. I want to play b4 and get a big break on the queen side and crash through. That's my plan. So I've got a plan. I've always got a plan. Here we come. Charge! Charge of the light brigade. Whoop! What's he doing there? What are you doing there, buddy? Get out of there. You don't need to be there, do you? I'll go here. See, he's got isolated pawns now. Yeah, I'm happy to exchange. Because look at his pawn structure. See, I'm after his pawn structure. He's got shocking pawn structure. You see, his pawn structure's buggered. You notice I didn't take his pawn, I just pushed past. I just want to create a new weakness. And now you understand what I was all about. Just trying to confuse the crap out of him and make a queen. Thank you. Still threatening a queen. Still threatening a queen. Still threatening a queen. Can't stop it now. There it goes. And we won. So that was just a little bit of semi-just. Pawn b3 would have trapped your bishop there. Interesting ass in the corner. Oh, thank you, Sammy. That's very nice of you to comment there. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and you're right about the two active bishops, Philosophy Legend. They are something else. I had trouble with my bishop. I had to try to exchange bishops to try to take advantage. Or basically eliminate my weakness, because my king was always weak. If his rook had come around the back, oh, Union TV, oh, thank you for joining us. Oh, what would you guys like? I'll take a vote on it. If you can just put one word there, put a number. Would you like 3-minute games, 5-minute games, or a 10-minute game to watch, and then me to talk about it? So just put a 3 or a 5 in the chat room box, and then I'll choose the type of game that you guys want me to play. 3-minute game or a 5-minute game or a 10 even. Just put the number in the chat room box. A 5, Union TV a 5, Big DG a 5, Philosophy Legend a 5 or 10. I think the 5s have it. So we're going to play another 5-minute game. So we're playing Pawn Stealer 2032 from the United States. Now, very important here, guys. You know what the aim of the game here is already. Don't let Pawn Stealer steal your pawns, right? That's the first thing that goes through your mind. Don't let the Pawn Stealer steal your pawns, right? Okay. He's given away his modus operandi, if we could call it that. He's going up there. I'll just go and pinch that centre pawn. I don't care. I want that pawn. So there we go. So oh, look at this. I can take that one. Oh, that's good. He let me off the hook there. That's good. I got a good game out of that, I think. I like that position. I like this move too. This frees my game, this move. Oh, I think it does. I might be wrong. But we'll find out later. I want to open up my bishop and everything else on my king side. I want to throw the book at him, sort of thing. So I want to spring open my position, all the latent potential with the bishop on g7. Oh, well, there you go. Now, would you take with the queen here or the knight? Well, if you take with the queen there, you can play knight to b5 and then threaten knight to c7, and you're already going backwards. The plan's to go forwards. One of the things that I identify straight away is it's going to be really hard to mount any type of play against his queen side, his queen side. So I think h6 is called for. It's a sort of a waiting move. This is one of those funny positions where you just got to sit tight. 5-minute game. It's about manoeuvring your pieces around. I like the white position. I understand the benefits of the white position. White's got a very strong game here. I'm worried that b6 might be too weak. I'm also looking at whether I can do something unconventional. Like bishop e4 is even a decent move. I'm going to try to solve the problem of my bishop. I really believe that white's advantage is too big, right? So I'm going to disrupt my pawns on my king side as a clearing move to try to get my heavy artillery into the game. I think it could be absolutely necessary. Now I remove my bad knight. See the squares? You can see me moving my knight possibly. You see those squares? That's a bad square. That's not doing anything. Oh, and not only that, it's threatened. He's threatening knight takes knight. So I've got to take it. Now I've only got one weakness, so I'm going to play pawn to e6, and that was the point of me weakening my pawn in the first place. I knew that I could cover it with the I could cover that weakness. Now I'm going to play king here. Set a trap for him. Oh, Render W, how are you this morning? Good. Yeah, the trap is if he plays knight takes pawn, I can play queen to e8, and then I'll win a piece. Oh, I don't win a piece. Oh, no, I thought I won a piece, and I don't. Oh, what a duffer dog. I thought I won a piece, but I didn't. That was not very bright, was it? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I can... pigs in space. I've done my lolly here, king here. And now rook takes there, I suppose. I'm just completely outplayed, and that happens. You just got to accept it. Occasionally, you're just going to be completely outplayed. And what do you do? What do you do when you're completely outplayed? You see, my opponent's a good player. Oh, pawn stealer. He's a pawn stealer. Damn him. I'm going to pinch his pawns. I feel like pinching his pawns. Okay, right here then. He didn't even take that pawn. I don't know why not. I'm just going to play a6. He wants to pinch all the pawns. The dirty, dirty dog. I'm playing b5. I'm trying what's called the minority attack. I've dropped the pawn. He loves pinching pawns. God love him. He wants to pinch all my pawns. Okay, rightio. We'll just go down there and give him a check, I suppose. Rook here. Might save the check for later. Save it for Ron for later on. I've only got 57 seconds. Oh, thank you, Big DG. And thank you, Render, Union TV. Thank you all for coming in. Even though I've shamed myself here. I should probably take that bishop. At least that gets his rook on the side of the board, and I can mount some sort of minor counter-attack. He's still pinching pawns. Now I'll take the check, and I'm going to push my pawn. If I'm going to have any chance at all, I've got to threaten my pawn to go through and cause trouble. I missed a good move there. I missed a good move. But this is not too bad. This is not too bad. Big question. I've got no time left. Yeah, I lost on time. Okay, rightio then. I'm going to just see what I can do. Just play another game. And we're just going to try to lift our act. 2061. What we'll try to do is we'll try to go to get to 2100. Okay. So I might talk a little bit less. I'll acknowledge people if they come in, but I'm going to try. Oops, what's he doing? I'll try that. When I say I'll try that, he goes to the black. If he takes my knight, I'll fight him on the black squares. I go over there, take his B pawn, bugger off. I'm keeping my pawn chain intact. It'd be wrong to take the E pawn. If you took the E pawn there, the pawn chain would be broken. Right? Very important to maintain your pawn chain in that position. Super critical. He's trying to do everything he can to disrupt my pawn chain, but I've just reinforced it. I don't mind if he plays F5, pawn takes D pawn. He takes that one. Okay, well, he's achieved nothing. I don't think so. Now he's threatening something. I've got H5. I'll take his pawn. If he takes my bishop, I'll take his bishop. Yep. And he takes a pawn with check. Well, I'll take that pawn off. It's okay. I'm still happy. And now his whole idea is to play rook there. Well, he forgets my rook can go back and still hold that pawn. So I've managed to hold it. I'll go in the corner, get my king some sort of safety. Attacking a pawn, I'll defend the pawn that he's attacking. Have I got time for bishop hits rook? Where does his castle go? Now I've got my knight out. I've got the tempo, that beautiful bishop hits rook tempo. And now I can play knight there and hold my pawn. So I seem to be fairly safe. I get my rook on the open file, always good in chess. Get your rooks on the open file. I was hoping he would do that. But as it is, it's probably not good for me. I'll take that off. Now I'll play knight e7 and hopefully I can hold the position somehow. Yeah, knight takes bishop. His bishop is too strong, must be eliminated. And up comes the counterplay, bishop to f4, penetrating the black squares into position. My plan now is to get behind his passed D pawn, that's his strongest weapon, and basically rip off all those pawns if I can get them first. What's he doing? So he's attacking my pawn structure. weak pawn structure too. It is. I'm going to play rook here. Bishop there. I've got to attack the base of his pawn chain. He can't stop me. He could probably try b3 or something. b3 was probably a better attempt. So he didn't play it well. Now he's got 2 pawns attacked. If I can take the c pawn, I believe that I'm drawing. So c pawn's the critical pawn. Go back and attack the other pawn. Right, now king up probably. Right, give me a pawn to attack. He's attacking a pawn. He's pushing his passed pawn, always dangerous. I'll go there. That's to stop his passed pawn moving forwards. Rook attacks his pawn. I pin his rook. He's overlooked it. He's overlooked the basic power of the bishop. And now he just loses. Loses. Just pile up on his pieces, and then that's the end of the game. Okay? I hope that was a good game for you. I shouldn't have won. He played well. He had good pawn structure, but he underestimated my tactical ability in the endgame play. He probably got overconfident. I'd say it's probably overconfidence that got him. And Philosophy Legends got Irving Chernev's book, Logical Chess Move by Move, if you see in the chat. You could probably pick that book up if you're a beginner, a total beginner, like anything between 0 rating and 1300 or 1100. If you're between 0 rating and 1300, or we'll say it's up to 1200, then that book will be a godsend to you. Semi-open file. Try to do something there. I thought b4 was better. I'm going to go and take that knight off. The knight off. I'm very happy with my position here against Rezabina from Iran. I have powerful development. Got my bishop on d3, knight on f3, rook on e4, I believe. Maybe not. I'd like to put the rook on e4. He plays knight takes pawn. It's an interesting move. Now, if I take his queen, is there any way to trap his knight? I've got to take his knight, I think. Don't like it. I'll take his queen, damn it. I'll take the 2 bishops and I'll give him the pawn. Okay. Well played, young fella. Oh, I know what I should have played. Oh, I did it the wrong way around. Oh, now I can see the stupid thing. I could have caused him all sorts of headache there. Could have caused him a real lot of headaches. I missed the right move. It was bishop c7 instead of bishop a5. It made all the difference in the position to giving him some real headaches. I win, I win, I win, I win, I win, I win. I've got a hidden attack. My rook is actually attacking his bishop. Yeah, I think he sees it now. I'm a genius. No, I'm not. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. Sometimes in chess you've got to be lucky. Yes, a physical board where you can actually see the pieces and you can have your cup of tea or your cup of coffee or your whatever it is, and you can actually see there the real pieces there and have them embellished in your mind as you're going through the book and making each move. And the best thing about it is rather than shut down a computer or something where you've got to reboot the computer and everything and put all the pieces back in. No, then you can leave the position on the board, go to work or whatever it is, or go and work in your garage or do whatever it is you do. You can come back to it because it might, if you don't want to tire your brain while it's all happening. Yeah, look, he's trying to be. Oh, don't tell me he saved it. No, he can't save the piece. I'll play knight here. And then I'll just come back here. Something quiet. That's a good move. Knight there. And then we play bishop here and attack that rotten horse. See how the horse is trapped? You see the methodology? If he plays the knight back to a4, I take the knight off and then his bishop's loose. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? The way, now I can take that bishop down there. Oh, isn't that lovely? Okay, I thought it was lovely. Now all I've got to do is penetrate his position. Right, rook on the open file. Well, he doesn't like that. We'll take that off. He can't come in because our knight's covering that square, the bishop. So we'll come here and attack his knight. And we'll just try to take everything off. I've got to take a pawn off. Got to get rid of that one. Now in this position, I can play bishop takes pawn. I can play bishop hits rook. Bishop hits rook looks good, doesn't it? And then take his knight, I suppose. Okay. So I've done a few things. Pawn there. I try to restrict his pawn storm. He's got a pawn storm coming. I've got to try to maximise the use of my knight somehow. in 36 seconds. Just manoeuvre the knight around. What's that? What's that doing? There's a check there. Take that off. Right. And now what do I do? How do I win this silly game? I'll play knight there, probably. Just wander around the board and something might happen. I've got a target now. I needed a target. I really needed a target. And he won on time. Yeah. Oh, well. But it was a drawn position, so he wasn't winning at the end. So I did well to extricate myself out of a bad position. New 5-minute game. Should you practice? Yeah, on the physical board. Anyway, listen again. I'd like to thank Sammy, Big DG, Union TV, Philosophy Legend, and all the other guys that came into the chat this morning. I'd like to anybody that like to subscribe that's watching. Please subscribe now. It's free because I'm not an affiliate of Twitch just yet, so subscribing's free. So might as well take advantage of it. He's attacking me. I don't believe it. The cheek of the working class. He's actually attacking me. It's not right, is it? It's not right. I'll castle. My plan, pawn bishop 4. That's my plan. So only a short little plan, but pawn bishop 5. My plan, g4, g5. Okay. My plan, bishop takes knight. That's my plan. Oh, damn it. He's going there. Wrong plan, Johnny, wrong plan. That was the wrong plan. It was a bad plan. A new plan, take the bishop. Change queens. So if you don't like a plan that's going, just try to think of a new one. Just change your plans midstream. Don't let things slow you down and upset you. Just go ahead and do what you got to do. Okay, so what's my plan here? Take that knight, eh? How's that? Move my king in the corner so there's no checks. Rook to f2. Protecting the c-pawn. So if he plays b4, bang, I can play knight d5. Now threatening knight takes bishop check. So now all my pieces are still, I've still got square control, but I've got a lot of weaknesses at the same time. It's a shame I'll protect that. I need to get my king up. Yeah, that's my big weakness, that c-pawn. See, there's not much I can do about that. So He's attacking it twice. I don't want to move my rook back because he can play bishop here. But that's not too bad. I can play my rook back. But long term, it'll be a disaster. I don't think I can let him just do that. I think I've got to play knight in the corner. I hate it. But what else do I do? So good is his position that I really need to play g3 and get my king up. My rook's well placed. I'll take that off. I think he missed the best move. And I'll play g3. Yeah, he's definitely winning this position. Okay. I'll take that too. King up. h5. I'm just trying to stop his bishop from going up to g4. A terrible game. Not much I can do here. My position's so bad. It's unbelievably bad. At least I've got a pawn. Slows down the passage of his two pawns. Trying to get the king over next to my pawns. I cut his king off, so being a good endgame player, I've got no worries now. No worries. I won. Won on time. So that's all we did. We just outplayed him in the end game. I'm about 2,400 end game. So everyone's got like different strengths and different parts of the game. I think you've got to recognise your strengths too in chess. And one of the things is you will become as a player, especially when you're developing. Senior players are good in all aspects. Grandmasters are good in all aspects of the game. You've got to beat them 4 times. You've got to beat them in the opening. Then you've got to beat them in the middle game, right? And then you've got to beat them in the middle end game. And then you've got to beat them again in the end game. And so you've got to beat the damn guys 4 times because they're that good. But what it is you if you recognise where your strengths are in the game when you're developing your chess game. I took with the D pawn because if I took with the E pawn, C5 busts my pawn structure, and I'm happy to change queens in this position. And just do something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll do something. Get my knight out. Okay, bishop to king 2. I don't mind. I'm happy now. He's just trying to develop his pieces. I don't know what he wants to do about that C pawn down there. I'll put the question to him. Hey, buddy, what do you want to do about your C pawn? Right, there you go. He doesn't want it. So I'll take it off, seeing he doesn't want it. Okay. Now, I've got problems. I'm going to take that knight off. It doesn't do much, that stupid knight. But I'm going to take that pawn off. Yeah, and the position's probably roughly equal. Roughly. Very roughly. I think I've got to take that rotten knight. I don't want to. I can play knight d4, 5. So I'm on the B pawn and the E pawn. Just get my pieces working. And rook here. Now you can't check me because I put that knight back to stop the check. So now I can't play knight takes pawn check, but I can take this pawn over here. As I said to you before, it's probably an equal game. Probably a bit more equal for him at the moment. Rook here. Yeah, I've got to be careful because the bishops are very deadly. We discussed that earlier, how the bishops can be pretty deadly. And now I play pawn here. I really feel that I have to eliminate this bishop. Yeah, that's right. So now I'm all right. At least I can cut off his, I can cut off his thingy-me-boobits. What's his thingy-me-boobits, he says? I don't know. I'll play rook here. Yeah, because if I move my bishop with a check, if he ever hits me, he's got a rook d1 check. He's going there, is he? Okay. What a pest. Okay, I go knight there. Is that good? Is that any good? I can bishop check, I suppose. Get a check. I got a very bad knight. Bring the knight back mainly because I don't know what else to do with it. I can hit two bishops at the same time. Look at that. That's nice. I like that. Hitting two bishops at the same time. I love hitting two bishops at the same time. My goodness, that's good. I enjoy that. He's got a defence, but he's got to give up exchange, probably. That's not a defence, buddy. That's not a defence. It sort of is, isn't it? It's a sort of a defence. Oh, he's going back. Well, I'll move my king up on the white squares. Rook takes pawn. Oh, he's got no threats, so bishop there. I'm holding everything, and now I'm going to win. My game. It's my game. I'll give you that pawn. I've got an extra piece. I'm good with the piece up. Try to tell people, they don't believe me. I'm just very strong with the piece up. I'm strong with the piece up. Be careful. Watch your family. That's called a family fork. If the rook was on, whee! I win with my eyes closed, buddy. I win with my eyes closed. Thank you very much. So Mockingbird is gone. He's in the grave. Now I'm playing Dragon V 1945, and he's from Venezuela. I don't know how many people have signed up to my program, to this channel. Right. So what we're doing now is we're just going to play it's called the Sicilian Can Night Variation. Well, sounds impressive, doesn't it? I don't like F4, F5. I'd have to counteract on the black squares. Knight C6 doesn't do too much. Pawn there puts it to him. I was hoping he'd play A3. When I played B5, I thought, oh, I hope he's weak player and he'll play A3. It just helps me get my pieces working much more efficiently. Knight to King Bishop 3. Balance. It's all about balance, preparing to castle. Knight in the B file to D7 rather than C6. Right? From here, it can go to C4. Very important square. Now I can rip off his bishop. I didn't like that bishop. It can cause trouble on my king side later. So I'm looking at structures. I got bishop E7, just getting ready to castle. Okay. I'm looking at another way to play this. Can I do that? Probably not. I'll castle. Okay. Okay. His game is solid. I'm thinking of all the little tricks I can do, but it's too deep. thoughts are too deep. I'll end up giving myself a headache. Okay, well, I can occupy that square. Is that good? Looks all right. I want to occupy a few squares, do something, do something constructive in the game. Okay. I'd love to play D5. Can I get that in? This is double-edged crap, isn't it? Yeah, I knew you could do that, buddy, and it's a good move too. I'll play check. Never miss a check, it might be mate. Pinch a pawn. Okay, I'll pinch another one. Is that too brave and stupid? I don't know. I'll take it. Can I play G6? Looks interesting. Probably dangerous. Go away. It's probably the losing move. But it's probably so complicated that to find out how it loses, that but I suspect that it is the losing move. For me, I mean. If I hit that knight, it's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? Where does that knight go? Oh, it's going down there. Don't go down there. That's too strong. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? I could hit your queen. It's probably too dangerous to do that. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll go up here. Centralise my bishops. This is dangerous position. God. But the bishops really look good. They look very pretty on in the middle part of the board there. They look very pretty. If only I could find a way to get my big pieces working. He's got all his big pieces working. Look at this. Look at him. He wants to give me the rook for the bishop. Can I take the rook? Why not? I'll take it. I'll be brave. Oh no, please don't checkmate me. Oh geez, it's close to checkmate, isn't it? Oh my God, it's so close to checkmate. Oh, that queen checks is deadly, isn't it? Well, I can play queen here, threatening to change queens. Yeah, you get a check. I've got to go in the corner. Thank God my bishop's covering that line. I've got my knight on. This is complicated stuff. I've got my knight on. Now, my knight hits your knight. What happens then? Ooh. It's very dangerous. I know you got knight f7 check. They don't play king forwards. There's no tricks to win my queen, is there? Oh, you got a bishop checks. I said knight checks, knight f7. I'm not worried about that move. I was worried about all the other ones. I'll take the knight off. I'm happy to get rid of the knight. And play bishop here. And now what? Queen there, that attacks 2 pieces. Must be good. It's good to attack 2 pieces at once. I know that. I know it's good to attack 2 pieces at once. I learnt that once in basic chess. I can see knight f7 check. I know, knight f7 check's a killer. But I can withstand the heat. Because I've got some heat down there as well. It's called checkmate in one move. One move. One move is a big move. Aha. And now I'm going to rip off your little bishop. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces and 16 seconds left on my clock. Ah! Okay, look there. I'm not worried. Knight checks, come on. You got nothing else. Thank you. Right, queen takes pawn. Here I come. Bugger off. I'm the one attacking here, not you, buddy. Not you, I'm attacking. I'm coming. You know who's attacking? It's me. I'm the attacking superstar. Go away. And you won. Oh, I had a completely won game. What a horror. What a horror. Oh, GM Genius Chess, he says, am I up for a game? I'm at 40 followers. Woo! I'm at 40 followers. That's really good of you guys to drop in and see Big DG is looking after me. This must be one of my best guys. I'd say he's probably one of the best. Right, I'm going to try to play faster. Don't want to lose games on time. I'll stop bishop G for 4 on castle. Now all I've got to do is work out some tricky little rubbish. Some tricky little rubbish. I'll push the pawn. That must be good to just push pawns. How about just getting a queen working? Bishop e3. Hold that. Plan is rook on the a file, d1, e5, and knight e6 or knight c6 or something. That's my plan. He stopped it. The filth. I'll go back there. Solid move. He's got a weak, isolated backward d pawn. We all know what that means, don't we? It means that we want to get in there and grab it. Now I can somehow play g5. I can put my knight in the middle of the board. More importantly, what I really need to do is to occupy the d5 square somehow. Anyway, I'm gonna attack that centre pawn. How about this move? Pawn hits knight. How about this one? Queen takes bishop. He's falling apart. He's falling apart. Whoop, whoop. Watch your pieces, buddy. Right. Can I take that pawn? That's ambitious. But hell, I'm supposed to be a master. Whee! In the middle. Up in the middle. Up in the middle. You can't win a piece with there because look on the E8 because I can play King F2. So I can hold. Oh, what's he doing now? Rubbish chess. When in doubt, play rubbish chess. Okay, I can do that. I can play lots of rubbish. I can play rubbish like the best of them. Or the worst of them. So in this position, all I'm looking at is bishop d3, right? There it is. Where's that knight going to go? I like to put the question to him. Where's your knight going to go, buddy? I can take that knight off. Now, push that pawn. Right, that's right. Now I can put my knight there. And my plan is to put my knight on a good square and leave all the bad squares behind. How about knight there? That's a good move. And rook here, is that good? That can't be too bad. I can take that, can I? Can I take that? No, not yet. I'll go here. Can't take it. King up, king g7. Come on, play a bad move. Please play king to g7. Oh, he did. King g7. Knight takes pawn. Roop, roop. Pawn attack. I asked him to play king g7 and he played it for me. Wasn't that kind of him? So now I've got the exchange. This is going to be so easy. Knight there. I'm not worried about losing that. I've got a big check there. Look at that big check. Isn't it juicy? So when you see a good move like rook takes bishop, you just play a better move. Always look for a better move. My pieces are so powerful. Look at this. Look, whee, right down his gullet. And that's a horrible position to be in, I'll tell you. Really horrible position. I'm just threatening knight takes pawn. I can give him a check with the knight. Look at that. Goes in the corner. I can now power on, bring my rook in to play. My bishops, I've got 4 pieces. God love him. He's got no hope in the world. I'll play knight here. That threatens his F pawn. Very simple. And now he goes there. Well, I'll go here. And now I'm threatening the F pawn. Again, threatening the F pawn. Oh my goodness. The F pawn looks so weak. And knight takes pawn, check. There goes the F pawn and the castle. Oh well. Oh, that was Joaquin Janigo. He's only a little boy, unless it's his dad playing, and he was 2066. So I'm going to say good game on chess.com, just in case he's a little boy, because we don't want to dishearten him, because if he's 1940, he's a little boy, we want him to grow. We don't want to kill the flower, do we? Okay? It's really important. Try not to hurt people's feelings. We're here to just play games, and we say, oh, we're going to kill him and all the rest of it, but we're not here to hurt people. We're here to just have some fun. And that's what chess is all about, having fun. Oh, the reason why I play like this is because I want to Be stupid. No, what I want to... Oh! I'll take that pawn off. I just want the isolated D pawn. That's why I played like that. I'll run back. So I'm happy to have this position and just sit here and have the isolated D pawn. He's offering me that pawn. I'll castle. I don't want to take it. I'm not interested. I'll take it when I'm ready with my king safe. Why should I take his silly pawn? Okay. So he wants to play D5 now. So I'm just going to play my knight over there to B4 and say, you can't push a D pawn. You can't push a D pawn. I mean, okay, so I'm being childish. But I can't help it. I'm 68 years of age and I'm a big kid. I like playing chess and I'm a big kid, deep down. Yeah, so that's all we want to do. And you gain time, you gain a few seconds here and there. He's from Russia. So he says, I am Russian. He says, I will get you. You can't play chess like this. My Russian accent's not very good, is it? Okay, I'll play B6 because that could be a weakness, couldn't it? Is he playing D5? Is he bishop takes knight? Bishop takes bishop. I better put that knight there. Yeah. My little blocking tool's got to go in there. I've got bishop to D7. This is interesting. They'll offer him the pawn. Well, he doesn't take it. He takes that one. Okay. Well, I'll take with the bishop or the knight? The knight. Okay. Right, so I'm offering him a pawn now. Because I just want an active game. I can't stop D5. He's wanted to play that all day and yesterday as well. Okay, so I'll take it off. No mucking around. I'll take that. And now I'll just play bishop there. Gee, I've got a good game. He played that badly. He doesn't understand any endgame positions, I don't think. Right. And now for your next trick, buddy. Queen to knight 3. My bishops. I got the 2 bishops. You know, they always used to talk in Bobby Fischer's times about the Russian knights. And Bobby used to always like the bishops in open positions. Well, you couldn't get a more open position than this, could you? So surely you'd want the 2 bishops. So what's he doing? What's his idea? He wants to give me a pawn. Well, guess what? I'll take it. He's got C4. He's got C4. That's a good move to play in lightning chess, I think. In speed chess. It's so defensive. It's such a stupid move that it might actually work. No, it's not a good move. It's a dumb move. I knew it was a dumb move before I played it. I should have just played queen takes pawn. Look at this. He's forking me. Oh, fork you, buddy. Take that. Threaten his pawn. Oh, he's on me bishop. Oh, that was stupid. I'm looking for a good square for my bishop. I should have just played bishop f6. The game's equal. I gave him a piece. Ah! I need miracles to hang off now. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. That's what you do, unfortunately, just like your opponent does. We blunder in time as well sometimes. There's nothing much we can do about it. Nothing much we can do. Do 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 do. Do 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 Well, as the clock counts down, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. There he goes. As the clock counts down. And we won. We just dug in deep and we won. Yes. Okay, he wants a rematch. We'll give him one more game and then we'll just have to sign out. Oh, yeah, that was Strangers in the Night. Yeah, that was a good song, that. It was a big hit at the time. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wonders in the night. What were the chances? People fall in love. I can't sing. I would never have a singing channel. I'm the worst singer in the world. I really am. There's not much worse than I at singing. It'd take a, well, look at this. You must know all this by heart. All I know is you're supposed to do that, and then after that, I don't know what to do. I saw a brilliant game by Bobby Fischer on this, the exchange variation, and it's supposed to be like the big, I think A4 is probably the move, and I'm not sure. Maybe knight here is the right move. Yeah, and then I'm not sure how it goes. Don't know whether you should play rook d2 or knight to there or what. A4 looks logical to restrict the pawns. If you're going to break them up, then you've got to really attack them somehow. Because black's got lack of development, and the pawn chain is the target, the queenside pawn chain. I've got to take the pawn. I've got no choice here. I don't claim to be Bobby Fischer. I just claim to know that it's logical to threaten a check and to keep playing on that side where those pawns are and to try to do some sort of damage. And just keep the pressure on, the never-ending pressure in the position. Look at that. I think I've got a one game now. I'm threatening rook checks, and I'm threatening rook takes pawn check 4 mostly, and then if he plays there, he just drops a bishop, and that's the end of the game. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that instructive, guys? That was very, very good. Yeah, super catchy number. Yeah, and Frank Sinatra's daughter, Nancy Sinatra, she wrote that song, These Boots Are Made for Walking. That's what I'm gonna do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Start walking. Is that right? I wish Philosophy was here. I'm sure Philosophy could sing it a lot better than me. And again, I promise I'll lose all my viewers, so I promise I will never sing again. I'll just play chess. I promise. Promise I'll never sing again. I'll just play chess. Anyway, listen, I've got to go, right? I've got to go. I'll post this to YouTube. I'm going to post this video to YouTube, okay? Because I've got all my friends here, and I want to celebrate my friends visiting me on YouTube. So I'm going to post this video to YouTube with a picture of a mad monkey, okay? So I'll see you later, okay, guys? All the best. You take care now, and thank you all for being the best subscribers in the world. Okay, I really appreciate that. Okay, I really do.